What's up, folks? Your buddy Fatalroadie tank. We're doing a Raw recap. We started off with Seth Rollins, Buddy Murphy, and the Disciples of Pain coming out to the ring. Rollins thanks the crowd for making him the Monday Night Messiah. Thanks Buddy Murphy for joining his team. Tells the locker room you're either with us or against us. Then Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe come out. Owens says that Seth Rollins talks too much. He does. Says that you got rid of Big Show, but you didn't get rid of us. We've had enough. Less talk, more fighting. Yes, I totally fucking agree with this. Rollins starts to chicken out, but says, let's do this. Samoa Joe says, we're not stupid, we didn't come alone, so the Viking Raiders come out. They get to the ring, big brawl breaks out, Seth Rollins bitches out and runs up the ramp. The faces end up standing tall, and in a backstage segment, Seth Rollins says that him and Buddy Murphy will be challenging for the Raw Tag Team titles. Seriously, why not the AOP? We then go to our first match, Rey Mysterio versus Andrade for the United States title in a ladder match. This is a good match. The ladders were used viciously by both Mysterio and Andrade. At one point, Mysterio was hanging from the belt, ended up falling, looked like he landed on his head. Zelina Vega intercepts Mysterio running up the ladder. Andrade hit the hammerlock DDT onto another ladder that was bridging over onto the ropes. I really don't know who got the worst of this one. Andrade climbs the ladder and regains his title. After the match, Zelina Vega pulls up the mat over at ringside. Andrade tries to go for the hammerlock DDT on Mysterio, but a returning Humberto Carrillo stops him, and Andrade runs up the ramp. We then have Aleister Black versus the Jobber. Really quick match. If you blink, you missed it. The Jobber ran right into a Black Mass kick, got the pin. Alright, done. And oh my god, it's the end of the world. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman are here for the third straight week in a row. Everybody go play your lottery numbers. Paul Heyman hypes up Lesnar and the Royal Rumble. Pretty much doesn't say anything much that we haven't heard 9,827 times. Heyman asks the crowd if anybody is worthy. Then Ricochet comes out. He repeats the same thing R-Truth said, that Paul Heyman talks too much. He does. He says that he's not afraid. Heyman says either you walk or you get hurt. Ricochet doubles down, says he's not afraid. He gets into the ring. Says to Lesnar that he wants a fight. Lesnar starts to walk away. Ricochet asks if he's scared. Lesnar gets back into the ring, takes Ricochet to Dick Kick City, grabs a microphone, says, not scared, and walks off. I seriously think Brock Lesnar should be putting up his belt in this Royal Rumble. Then we got Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. This was a mean match. Both Orton and McIntyre were taking it to each other. At one point, somebody in the Timekeepers area got a Claymore kick. Then later on in the match, the OC come out and they attack Drew McIntyre, and we don't get a disqualification? What the fuck? Bruh. Orton and McIntyre fight off the OC. Randy and Drew look like they're about to make peace, but nope, RKO out of nowhere. McIntyre gets onto the microphone, gives props to Orton, but vows that next time he's going to Claymore kick his head off his shoulders. This was a good match. I really like it, although it did take a little bit too long. I mean, it probably just out of the pacing, I guess. If it was a little bit, if the pacing was the same, but it was a little shorter, probably would have been a little bit better. But what the fuck on that goddamn ending? Then Becky Lynch comes out. She starts to talk right as the recap of last week's contract signing starts. Oops. Becky Lynch runs down Asuka saying, you can't beat me anymore. So we got our next match. Becky Lynch versus Kairi Sane with Asuka in their corner. Shortly after this match starts, Asuka perches herself up on the ring post, and the referee does nothing about it. What the fuck? I can't see anything nefarious happening here. This is a match. Becky Lynch knocks off Asuka, hits the disarmor on Kairi Sane, wins the match. Asuka comes running in, beats down on Becky Lynch. Okay. Then we got Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy versus the Viking Raiders for the Raw Tag Team Championships. The AOP, Kevin Owens, and Samoa Joe are at ringside. It didn't take long for all hell to break loose and a brawl breaks out, leading to the AOP, Kevin Owens, and Samoa Joe being ejected from ringside. After that, it was a good match. Rollins pushes Ivar off of the top rope, which looked, oh my god, looked nasty. I really do hope he's okay, because that didn't look cool. Buddy Murphy gets pulled away by the referee. What? Then Seth Rollins hits the curb stomp on Rowe. Murphy gets the pin, and Rollins and Murphy are the new Raw Tag Team Champions. So much for the AOP Viking Raiders dream match I was thinking about. Dude. Then we have the Monday after the weekend news, whatever the fuck waste of time this bullshit is. I am not even gonna fucking go there. Seriously, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen, and they're misusing the fuck out of the Street Profits. Yeah, they got good humor and stuff like that, but fuck, put them in a goddamn match. Then we have Matt Hardy versus Erick Rowan with Baby Yoda in the corner. It's the usual Erick Rowan squash fest. Rowan gets bit once again by putting his hand in the cage. Hardy eats an Iron Claw. Erick Rowan gets the pin. Alright. And now for the main event we've all been waiting for. Bobby Lashley and Lana versus Rusev and Liv Morgan.
Oh, for God's sake.
Lana gets on the microphone, says nothing worth mentioning. After intros, wasted mic time, and commercials, we only pretty much had 5 minutes of fucking match time, which was wasted. It all ended up with Lana grabbing Rusev's leg, distracting him. He eats the spear by Bobby Lashley. He gets the pin. Alright. Can we please get this fucking shit over with? Tonight's Raw was good. I liked it. Surprising. Yes, it was really good. Started off on a high note. Surprising they actually did the U.S. title right there at the beginning, but they went off high and then right at the end, drop. Oh boy. Can we please get rid of the fucking Rusev, Rusev and Bobby Lashley, just them? They're good. They put on good matches. Mixing in Lana and Liv Morgan into this whole... fuck it. All the other matches were good. I liked the ladder match. Wasn't too crazy on Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy winning the titles. They probably should have put it on AOP. That would have been a knockout match. But it was good. The Orton Drew McIntyre match, that was a good one. I didn't understand the fucking ending of it, but it was a good match. But the last match, fuck it. That one just lost it. But that'll do it for this episode of Raw Recap. I'll be back later this week for the SmackDown review. Leave a comment down below what you thought of tonight's Raw, what you thought about this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.